Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, look, we got groceries. And I was gonna do just a good old-fashioned grocery haul, but then I got to thinking, if you've been watching my channel for longer than like, I don't know, 3 minutes, you can probably name 92% of the things that are in this grocery haul, and that probably won't be fun for any of us, although we could probably make a little drinking game out of that, but I actually have a better idea. So I tell y'all what, y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I will get my groceries put away, I'll get stuff organized, and we'll actually talk about some stuff. It just won't be my grocery haul, all right? So let me get this put up and I will meet y'all in the kitchen. All right, y'all, I've put up my groceries and now I have a ridiculous pile of mess on my counters so that I can talk to y'all about some stuff, because I've gotten some comments lately from folks who say that they're having trouble like getting back on track, or they need to get back on track, or a video that I made that they saw helped them get back on track. So I thought maybe we could take, can y'all hear? Listen. As soon as I do that, they stop. The dogs are in here just like dancing around because all the things are out on the counter and they think they're gonna get a treat. They ain't getting no treat because we're working here. Because we're gonna talk about things that we need to have around the house to help us get back on track and make better choices, or get back to making good choices, like things that we know we need to have and we know we need to be eating, but maybe it just helps to have a little reminder, like somebody in front of you saying, look, go and buy you some lean turkey to make you a sandwich, okay? So I am that person. Not to say that I always make good choices. Y'all, I've made bad choices today, but my dog's over there eating something off the floor. Bo! Seriously, speaking of bad choices. But anyway, I feel like having good things around the house will help you make better choices. So let's just jump in. I have a list of things that I want to talk about. And y'all know that as soon as I say like top 10 list, top 20 list, I start adding things to the list, and then I cheat and like clump things together in categories like, oh, fruit counts as one thing, and then I list 7 fruits. So all we're gonna do is call it a pile of stuff that we need to have around the house to help us make good choices. And y'all, let's start off. So of course it's Weight Watchers friendly, so low points, high lean protein, low calories, and things that you can like make bulky without adding a bunch of points or calories. All right, so let's jump in and start by talking about lean protein. What can we eat that's filling, but that's lean protein? And y'all, my number 1 is chicken. Now I'm not gonna I didn't buy chicken today, so I don't have any sitting out here, and I'm not gonna get the chicken out of the freezer, but y'all know, chicken breasts, I'll do pictures here, which, let me tell you what, editing Danielle tomorrow is gonna be like, real live Danielle, why didn't you just take the stuff out of the fridge so you didn't have to edit it? It's all right, I'm gonna edit in a picture here, and then I'll just be mad at myself tomorrow. So chicken breast, chicken tenderloin, those of course are 0 points, but y'all, even if you do like legs, chicken drumsticks, thighs, any of those, chicken is a lean protein, and even darker meat chicken, even though it's got points and it's not as lean as white meat, it's better than some other stuff you could be shoving in your face holes. So chicken. Y'all know I'm also obsessed with chicken in a can, and the intern went to Sam's Club today and he called me and said, hey, they have your chicken in a can here. You want I should get you some? And I said, yes, please. So chicken in a can, if you get the chicken breast with no other stuff in it, it's 0 points. If you get the other chicken in a can, it's not necessarily 0 points, but it'll still be high protein and low points. So even if you're not, like that's, I think, a little more expensive than maybe some of the not just chicken breast, chicken in a can, but it's still like the stuff that's not just chicken breast is a little cheaper. So if that's what you're buying, totally fine. Just be aware of the points. So chicken, y'all, I ate chicken in a can for dinner last night. It's easy, it's quick, and for me, it kept me from indulging in a pepperoni tombstone pizza that the intern was making. So I keep chicken in a can around all the time. So chicken in a can, chicken breast, I don't do thighs, I do tenderloins. When the intern buys them at Sam's, we get tenderloins. But anyway, so chicken, 0 points or low points. Turkey, y'all know I do the 99% lean ground turkey, 0 points, but it's expensive, right? So you can get the, is it 93% lean ground turkey? And I think it's 1 point per ounce for that one. Don't hold me to that because I don't use that one. I use the 99% lean one. But, and y'all, also, I'm only feeding myself with these things because the intern eats stuff like this. Oh, like this. So I can buy the 99% lean ground turkey or the like plain old chicken breast in a can because I don't have to buy enough for like me, the intern, and a bunch of little interns. It's just me. So I say that to say if you're buying 93% lean ground turkey instead of 99%, it's all good. It's still very low points. Just count your points. So ground turkey, I also do lunch meat turkey. Now this is, I think it's 1 point for 2 ounces. And I do this with lunch meat ham. Almost every day, I'll have a sandwich for lunch with lunch meat ham, lunch meat turkey, and getting out of order on my list already, but some kind of 1 point per slice bread. And this is my favorite. I love the Sara Lee Delightful, the one with like the crunchy bits on it. I don't know. I just feel like I'm getting more bang for my buck with the crunchy bits, but this is the multi-grain. And I feel like it's a little bit bulkier than some of the other ones, but it's 45 calories per slice, so it's 1 point per slice. So I do 2 slices of bread because it's a sandwich and I'm not an animal. So 2 points for the bread, 2 points for the meat, and I do, way out of order, I buy the already clean, already like cut, ready to go filet. Some of them call these lettuce fillets, but is this one called a fillet? I don't know what it calls it. Anyway, it's ready to go. I don't have to clean it. I don't have to do anything but open it and throw it on my sandwich. And sometimes there's a little bit of grit to it, but you know, a little bit of dirt never hurt anybody. So, I mean, unless it's E. coli and that's bad. But I buy this lettuce, even though it's a little bit more expensive because I know I will use it. So I keep this around, and the pre-made salads, of course lettuce is 0 points. The spring mix salad. The spring mix is just the one that I like. I know there are probably healthier ones, but this is the one I like. I know I'll eat it. I think this big old bucket of salad is like $4 at Sam's. So I cut this up with it's already ready to go, but I just like cut it up with my food scissors, throw in some that's gonna fall. Throw in some cucumbers, which I also keep around, some tomatoes. I have a homemade light buttermilk dressing that I make, which is 0 points for 1 tablespoon. So I use that and Hidden Valley Ranch light ranch dressing. The kind, like I just buy it at the store. I don't make it or anything, but I mix a tablespoon of the light ranch, a tablespoon of my dressing together. Light ranch is 1 point per tablespoon. Mine is 0 points per tablespoon. So I get 2 tablespoons of dressing for 1 point. Mix it with a big old salad. So then my whole salad is 1 point. And often, actually almost always, with very few exceptions, I'll throw some kind of protein on a salad. So either like chicken in a can, or I'll do imitation crab meat, which is another one of my gotta keep around, some kind of imitation crab meat. I'll do, if I have grilled chicken left over from the night before, some kind of protein in a salad. Tuna, I don't think I have cans of tuna out here. So tuna is another one of my lean proteins that I always have around. Just cans of tuna in water, of course, 0 points. So I'll use one of those proteins in my salad, which will bulk up the salad, and each of those is 0 points. So those are good go-tos for lunch. I'm trying to look around to see what else. Oh, tomatoes. I buy these little, I think they're the Roma tomatoes, because these are great. I slice them up, and it's 1 bite for me, 1 bite for each of the little furry felons, and then it's just enough left for a sandwich with no leftovers, nothing to get fuzzy or mushy in the fridge. So these are my go-to tomatoes. Also, you can just cut it up and throw it in a salad. So I just feel like those are the perfect size. So I keep those around. fruit. Wait, hang on. We're on, see, I knew this would happen. I'm all off task. Let's get back to our lean proteins. So we talked, my list is right here in front of me. We talked about chicken. We talked about turkey. I mentioned imitation crab meat. That's not 0 points. That's generally 1 point per ounce. But shrimp, I'm not going to get these out of the freezer because, again, they're rattly. But I keep frozen shrimp, the flash frozen shrimp, either from Walmart or Sam's, Costco, somewhere. You can get it many, many places. But I keep those in the freezer. Those are quick to cook. You can thaw them out quickly, cook them quickly. So that's another one of those. If you don't have plans for dinner or you're not sure what you're going to make, or if somebody in your household's eating like a tombstone pizza or some fried chicken and mashed potatoes and you're like, all right, if I don't stick something in my face hole soon, I'm going to make bad choices. That's a really good one. So I keep flash frozen shrimp in the freezer. I keep tilapia and salmon in the freezer, and those all thaw quickly. The salmon and tilapia I just cook on the grill. Sometimes I'll throw the shrimp on the grill. All of those I cook just on tin foil on the grill. Sometimes I'll do shrimp on the grill. Sometimes I'll do it just like saute it quickly on the stove. But those are all easy, quick meals to put together, and you can eat them. My go-to is just rice. I always either have leftover rice in the fridge or I'm making rice for dinner. So I do rice with black beans and some corn. Half a cup of rice is 3 points. Black beans are 0 points. Corn is 0 points. Tilapia, salmon, shrimp, all of that stuff is 0 points. So rice, black beans, corn, and whatever my 0 point protein is, that's a 3 point meal for me, and it's very filling because, y'all, I'm not shy about the protein. I'll make a whole bunch of shrimp because I know it's 0 points. It'll fill me up, and then I'm not adding more rice because I like me some rice. So left to my own devices, I'll eat a whole big old bowl of rice, but if I think ahead of time and make better choices and make more protein, then I cut down on that more like starchy, pointy food that I'm making. So shrimp, fish fillets, those I keep in the freezer all the time. Eggs, of course, are another great lean protein. I keep boiled eggs in the fridge. And I'm not taking the eggs out because it's squeaky, and y'all know what eggs look like. But here, I'll put some eggs here. But I keep boiled eggs in the fridge. I'll have a fried egg sandwich, which how many ever fried eggs you want, 0 points on some 2 point bread. And if you're really hungry, if I am really hungry, I'll throw some ham or some turkey on that. So eggs, ham or turkey, some cheese, bread. I use, getting out of order again, but I keep this ranch seasoning around all the time. As a matter of fact, the intern picked me up 2 of these today. I make a 0 point ranch dip, which is just this with a whole bunch of non-fat Greek yogurt and then something to cut the sweetness, like some garlic powder or onion powder. Mix that in just to cut the sweetness, a little bit of salt. I use that to dip veggies, and what I was gonna say was I use that on sandwiches in place of mayonnaise. I use it in just about everything in place of mayonnaise. So I'll use that on my egg sandwich in place of mayonnaise. So if I just do eggs, like just eggs, and maybe eggs and turkey, it's like a point for the turkey. But then even if I do like eggs, turkey, cheese, maybe throw on some lettuce and tomato if I'm really hungry, it's a big old sandwich. It's probably 2, 3, wait, did I say 1 point? It's 3 points because of the bread, right? The bread is 2 points, turkey's a point, eggs are no points. But like even if you throw on like a point worth of cheese, or you can use fat-free cheese, which is what I generally do, no points for the fat-free cheese. So you're still getting a big old sandwich for 3 points. I'm outside my mind. Anyway, so eggs, you can do deviled eggs use the non-fat ranch dip instead of mayonnaise in those. So you mush up your egg yolk, mix in some non-fat ranch dip, a little bit of mustard, scoop that back into your egg. You have a fancy little deviled egg for 0 points. So eggs I keep around all the time. I mentioned some veggies. I keep fresh, frozen, and canned veggies. So right now I have fresh broccoli. Y'all, I'm gonna show my ignorance real quick. is a tomato a vegetable or a fruit? I don't know. Either way, I have tomatoes. I have Brussels sprouts, devil's eyeballs, as some of y'all call them. I like me a Brussels sprout. I have Brussels sprouts in the fridge. I keep, this probably is not a vegetable. I don't know what cabbage is, but I keep shredded cabbage around because I'll make that egg roll in a bowl, or just the cabbage from the egg roll in a bowl. And that goes nicely in wraps. Like if you make a chicken wrap or like a pork wrap, that's really good. Or just throw some cabbage in your wraps just to beef things up some, throw it in your salad. Shredded cabbage is good for a bunch of stuff. So I keep that around. I'm afraid to do this because the the felons are gonna lose their minds, but I keep green beans around, and we're not allowed to eat them. Humans aren't allowed to eat green beans because that's the treats that the felons get. So I keep fresh green beans for the felons, but I keep canned green beans for the intern because these are like, I know he'll always eat green beans. So I keep canned green beans. I showed y'all these. Canned corn, canned black beans. I keep chickpeas, of course, because I make hummus all the time. And this, just random stuff like this. I have squash. Y'all do not come for me. Southern friends don't come for me. I cannot always find squash here. So I keep squash, sometimes, squash in a can around. I also keep frozen veg just because I don't know like what I'm going to be making or what kind of mood I'm going to be in. So I have like frozen broccoli, frozen corn. Sometimes, I don't think I have it right now, but sometimes I keep the frozen peppers and onions from Walmart. Y'all, that's really good. It's a very quick way to, like if you're sauteing and you need peppers and onions, that's a really good option, but just know that it's heavy on the pepper. No, sorry. Heavy on the onions, light on the peppers. So if what you're making is fine with lots of onions and not a lot of peppers, use it, or use it and then just add you some more peppers. And I keep peppers around all the time because the intern will eat bell peppers. Like the other night, I grilled myself some chicken, and then the intern chopped up the chicken, chopped himself up some peppers, threw it on a tortilla, and then threw it on we have that Black Men flat top grill thing on the back porch, so threw that together and made himself a little quesadilla. So y'all, it was so funny. He's like digging, looking for tortillas. He's like, do we have any regular tortillas? I was like, there's over there in the bag. And he said, all we had, that's that carb balance thing. And I was like, baby, you've been eating, that's what you've been eating. This is all I've been buying for I don't know how long. And he's like, ugh, whatever. And then he ate them, but he's been eating these. But unfortunately, he saw the bag and realized they were carb balance. But I say that to say I keep sorry, they're in a bag because they're already open, but I'll throw a picture here. The Mission is the brand, but they're carb balance torts. I keep the flour ones. I've been eating the green ones, the spinach and herb. Those are really good. And so those are 2 points each, the big like dinner size ones, and these little, they have the little like street taco size ones. These are sun-dried tomato and basil. Holy man, are they good. They also have, I have them in the back of my bag. Can y'all see that? Like the little, that's a regular, it's not flavored, it's just like regular flour tort flavor. But same thing, it's 1 point per tort. And y'all, these are great to keep around. I will take one of these, heat it up, and just throw some chicken in a can in it, throw a little bit of 0 point salsa on it. I use Tostitos salsa. Heat it up and eat it. Maybe put a little bit of cheese on it, maybe not. Depends on how squirrely I'm feeling. Throw some 0 point ranch dip on it. Good to go. 1 point is all you got. And depending on how hungry you are, make 1, 2, 3, whatever. But it's good, it's quick. And again, if you're about to make some bad choices, make one of those instead. So I am all out of order on my list, to no one's surprise. Let's get back to veggies. I keep carrots, these carrot chips around all the time. Now, I know I could probably buy just regular old raw, like gotta peel it carrots for cheaper, but these are, I think, $1.87 now at the Walmart. They used to be $1.77. They've gone up. Anyway, I keep these around all the time, and I dip them in the ranch dip or hummus. I make a sun-dried tomato hummus or a roasted red pepper hummus. Dip them in the hummus and the ranch dip. So filling, so good. So I think that's it for my veggies. I'm gonna forget to talk about hummus because I don't have it out here. Hummus, homemade hummus, at least the way that we make it, is 0 points. So I keep a regular hummus, which is the one I dip my veggies in, and a chocolate hummus, which I dip my, we'll get to fruits, but I dip my fruits in the chocolate hummus. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, there have been days when I've been like craving chocolate, and I will take a graham cracker and just slather it with chocolate hummus and eat it. And it's more points than like an apple and chocolate hummus, because that's 0 points. I still, you know, I have the points from the graham cracker, but it's good, it's sweet, it's filling, and it's not a pound of chocolate. So I keep regular, like vegetable-able hummus and chocolate hummus around all the time. Unsweet applesauce, another great one. This is pretty, at least I think it's pretty cheap at the Walmart, but you got to get the unsweet one. If you don't get the unsweet one, it's very sweet and it's very pointy. So, cottage cheese is a great, is that the right side? Is a great choice. This is fat-free cottage cheese. I don't always have the fat-free one. The intern happened to go to the grocery store where they have the fat-free cottage cheese and brought me some because he loves me. But cottage cheese is a great option. Even if it's not fat-free, it's not a whole lot of points. And I love cottage cheese with no sugar added canned fruit. This is a great snack choice. This is 0 points no matter. Like, you can eat the whole can. Not saying I do, but I do. I will drain this and eat the whole can with cottage cheese, even if it's 1% fat cottage cheese, so I have to count the points. I don't care, because it's filling and it's yummy and I like it and it's worth it for me. So we talked about non-fat Greek yogurt. Y'all, I have pounds of Greek yogurt in this house all the time because I eat it for breakfast every day. I use it to make my non-fat ranch dip, and I just opened this and it's almost empty. I opened it either this morning or yesterday and it's almost empty. So I eat a lot of Greek yogurt. And y'all remember, Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek yogurt used to have points and it doesn't anymore. So I eat all the Greek yogurt all the time. We talked about corn. Popcorn. I keep forgetting to turn things where you can see the labels, but you know what popcorn looks like. So popcorn. I have not an air popper. I have the stick it in the microwave popper. I keep saying I'm going to buy an air popper just because they're fun, but I love my microwave popcorn popper. Popcorn is 0 points. And I've seen some people talk about how it tastes like cardboard. I must like the taste of cardboard because I love popcorn. I'll eat popcorn with just salt on it, and I will eat a lot of popcorn, like to the point where I'll be sitting at the, y'all have seen me sit over there at the counter. I'll be sitting there eating popcorn, reading a book in the afternoon, and I'll eat so much popcorn that it like ruins my dinner, that I don't want to eat dinner, that I'm hungry the next day and start making bad choices. So I have to be careful how much popcorn I eat. But if you don't like the taste of cardboard, there are all kinds of like sprinkles and sprays you can put on your, I almost said you can put on your cardboard. No, you can put on your popcorn. Just be aware that those have points. And even if you get a spray that says it's like 0 points or low points, typically that low point is for like a, 1/30th of a second spray. It's like, and that's how much is no points. So no, I'm not going to do that again. But again, if it makes you eat popcorn instead of like kettle chips, or popcorn instead of kettle corn, like microwave popped low point popcorn instead of kettle corn or something, then yes, do it and just count the points. So my thought is, even if you're eating points, even if you're eating a bunch of points, I'm not proud of this, y'all, but those of you that have been around for a while know that I have an absolute weakness for peanut butter. It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. It's stupid. I can't explain it, but I crave peanut butter. So I've kept peanut butter in the house and just haven't opened it. Well, I opened it the other day and I sat down last night and so night before last was when I had the chicken in a can, because last night I sat down and ate carrots and a lot of peanut butter for dinner. And why am I telling you all this story? I don't know why I'm telling you this story other than to tell you that it's a lot of points. And I was just like, all right, whatever. Counted the points, ate the peanut butter, and moved on. And I tell you what, I'm going to finish that tub of peanut butter I have, and then I'm not buying any more peanut butter because I cannot not eat it. But I say that to say, if you're eating something that's a lot of points, don't be all like, oh, it's just a little bite. Oh, it's just a little bite. Oh, it's just a little bite. Count the bites and count the points, because you're only lying to yourself. And you don't, y'all, there are a few things more heartbreaking than thinking that you're like doing all the things right and you're working out and you're doing great, but you're like sneaking things and you step on the scale and that scale does not get tricked. So just count the points, right? It's a conversation between you and yourself. So just count your points. Anyway, let me climb down off this soapbox before I hurt myself. And let's talk about fruit, because can y'all see that just absolute dumpster fire over there in my fruit corner? I always have bananas. Y'all remember my call for suggestions for different types of apples for when I can't find Honeycrisps? I have a big old 4-pound bag of Honeycrisps right here that the intern brought me that I'm not going to pick up because it's rattly. But folks suggested different types of apples and I was like, ooh, I want to try that one. Ooh, I want to try that one. So I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a pile of apples over there in the corner of my kitchen, which I'm working my way through. Y'all, thank you so much for all the suggestions. Nara, one of them wasn't good. They were all amazing. So now I have some choices when I can't find Honeycrisps. So good Lord, get back on track. Bananas, apples, I keep fruit around all the time. It is 0 points. So bananas, I will eat with chocolate hummus. Apples, I will eat with chocolate hummus. I keep little mandarin oranges. I just eat those because I like them. Oh, frozen fruit. I use frozen fruit. If y'all have watched any of my what I eat in a day videos or breakfast videos, any of those, you know my obsession with frozen fruit and Greek yogurt with overnight oats. So I keep frozen fruit in the freezer specific. That's the only thing I eat frozen fruit with or for is breakfast. I thaw it and mix it with my yogurt in the morning. So I have fresh fruit, I have frozen fruit, I have canned fruit to eat with my cottage cheese. So lots of fruit. Oh, and I have mushed fruit. I have sauced fruit. So yeah, lots of fruit. I try to eat a lot of fruit. Yeah, I think that's pretty much my whole list. We've talked about almonds before. I keep almonds around and I keep them in little bitty bags because 9 almonds is 1 point. So I like parse out my almonds into like 9 almonds is 1 point. I don't know what I just said, but that's what I meant to say. So I have little bags with 9 almonds in a bag. So I'll grab a bag and eat it. Even if I want to eat like 100 almonds, I'll take 12 bags, right? Eat 11 bags and then 1 almond out of another bag, even though that's cheating. Eat all the almonds and keep the bags so that I know how many points to count. So that's the point of the bags, is that I know if I have 1 bag, I count 1 point. If I eat 2 bags of almonds, that's 2 points. So almonds that I have sort of portioned off into single point servings. And then like just a couple of like personal preference kind of things. I use monk fruit sweetener and I use the Splenda one. Y'all, this is just the one that I like. I've tried a couple of different kinds. I found this one, I like it, I use it. It is expensive. This, how much is this? 19 ounces is, I think it's more than $9, but less than $10. It's like $9.74. But I use this in my chocolate hummus. I use it in my breakfast air day. I use it in those little bite-sized brownies that I make. So I use it when I make stuff that would call for sugar. I use this. I'm very funny about the taste of artificial sweetener. I don't like it. So to me, this doesn't have that artificial sweetener taste. So I like it. It's expensive, but I buy it. And there might be others that are better or that taste better or that don't have the funky taste, but this is the one that I found, and so I'm sticking to it. I also use Silk unsweet, like just plain old flavor almond milk. I accidentally had vanilla almond milk at my mama's house over Christmas, and it was very tasty and very sweet and very good. I think it might have had a little bit more pointage. This is 30 calories for 1 cup, and it's 0 points up to, maybe it's half a cup you can do for 0 points. I don't know. I don't use a whole lot of it. So like I use it when I'm cooking and stuff, so I'm not sure the exact pointage, but The almond one that not the almond one, the vanilla one that my mom had was really tasty. It was a little more pointy, but I use mine for like baking and cooking and stuff. I don't drink it, so I'm fine with the plain one. And when I used to eat Cheerios with my breakfast, I would put this in my Cheerios and it was fine. It's milk, it's whatever, it is what it is. So I use silk almond milk, and my last keep around all the time is Built bars. Y'all, I love Built bars. Most of these are 3 points. And look, it's like a full-size candy bar. And they have real chocolate. Now, they have a little bit of like a weird texture to them. So you got to be ready for that. But to me, it's worth it because it is filling. It's high protein. Like this one is 17 grams of protein. This is the salted caramel, one of my faves. They're not cheap, but you can get them now at like Walmart usually has them, Sam's carries them, different like brick and mortar stores. You used to have to order them from Built. So that was a little more of a commitment because you got to be shipping and all the things. But now you can get them in brick and mortar stores. To me, again, they're a little spendy, but it's worth the price because it's 17 grams of protein. Essentially it's a full-size candy bar. It's a protein bar. It's a full-size candy bar. It's chocolate, it's tasty, and it's filling. So, Built bar. And y'all, I think one more thing I wanted to talk about was desserts. And then I promise this is it. I do not keep ice cream in the house because if I kept ice cream in the house, it would not stay in the house because I would eat it. So, I keep little mini ice cream cakes, and I'm not going to take all this out of the freezer, but I'll show you here. I keep these little mini ice cream sandwiches, not ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches for the intern. I think they're 3 points per, and he has the discipline to just eat one. I do not. I would eat like the whole thing, so I don't eat those. The intern likes them, so I keep them for him. I eat Halo Top ice cream because Halo Top ice cream, I think, is half a cup for 3 points versus one little ice cream sandwich for 3 points. So I keep Halo Top ice cream in the house, I keep those ice cream sandwiches in the house, and I keep these fudgesicle things in the house because they're also, I think they're 3 points. I'll correct myself here if I'm wrong, but I think they're 3 points. They might be 2 points. I think they're 3 points. And it's a full-size fudgesicle. Very good. Again, it's got that chocolate, so it'll kill your chocolate craving at the end of the day. It does for me anyway. And like it's cold, it's a nice little treat at the end of the day. And once I eat that, I know I'm done eating for the day. So that's what I keep in the house for desserts for us. And I make those you might can see them on the counter over there. I make those little 1-point brownies. But other than that, I don't really keep sweets in the house other than Built bars because if they're in the house, I know that I will eat them. All right, y'all, that's it for my pile of things that I keep in the house to help me stay on track to eat healthy and make good choices. Now, I need to make I'm hoping this is going to be a good choice. I need to go work out. But what is this? Like, is this trap? What is this like top muscle right here? Whatever that is, mine's doesn't hurt, but it's a little sore. And I got to do my last arm workout of this 10-day program. So I'm going to go try to do that. We'll see how it goes. Then I'm going to come back and we're going to make something. And I think I know what we're going to make, but I'm not 100% convinced what we're going to make. So I'm not going to tell you yet, but I'm going to go work out and then I'll come back and maybe depending on how the workout goes, I'll decide what we're going to make when I get back. All right. So I'm going to work out and I'll see y'all back here in a little bit.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay.
Y'all, that workout. Oh my God. So I figured out that I think it was the tricep push-ups that got my shruggy muscles all hurting. So I'm done with that 4 weeks of torture, 4 weeks of being my best self with Tunde. So I think I'm gonna take a week off, not like a week off of working out because I'm not dead, but I'll just, I don't know. I mean, probably I won't, so never mind. Forget I said that. Anyway, y'all, this video I'm sure is probably already 30 minutes long because I spent forever talking about the food, like my pile of food. So this is gonna be a quickie, which is okay because what I planned to make was a quickie anyway. I went ahead and made y'all something, and then we're gonna make something together. I made y'all some, y'all look at these, they are absolutely perfect. I made y'all some bite-sized 1-point brownies. Now, we've done these together before, so I was like, I'm not even gonna bore them, but I am gonna bore you by telling you what's in them. It is, as you know, so I just pour all of this stuff into my food processor, whir it up, and then bake it. So nothing fancy, no like sift this, cream that. Who's got time for all that? So I dump 1/3 cup of unsweet applesauce, 3 eggs, a little bit of vanilla. It's supposed to be like a teaspoon of vanilla. I just dump in some vanilla. 1/2 cup of monk fruit sweetener, 1/2 cup of sugar, and I use coconut sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. So it's 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of unsweet, that baking cocoa. Well, 2 tablespoons is 1/8 cup. So it's really 3/8 cup of baking that cocoa, unsweet cocoa powder. And then 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Just whir it all up together. And then I measure mine out by a 1 tablespoon scooper. And 1 tablespoon of that is 1 point. So 1 tablespoon size. Bake them for around 18 to 20 minutes, just depending on the day and the oven. And then they come out perfect. Y'all, they are 1 point. And I'm telling you, keep those around and it will help you not snack when you don't want to snack. So I went ahead and made those. And for some reason, I have in my head, when I make hummus, like when I take out my food processor to make hummus, I go ahead and make my brownies because I make those in the food processor too. But my food processor sits out. I don't like put it up, so I don't have to drag it out to make stuff. I don't know why I feel like those two things go together, but whatever. So brownies are done. Now we're gonna make some hummus because somebody asked me in a comment for my recipe for sun-dried tomato hummus. And y'all know that my recipes are like, well, a bit of this and a dollop of that and some more of this. So I thought, you know, I need to make it anyway. So let's go ahead and make it together. So I'm gonna slide y'all over here. And I went ahead and did all of the boring stuff ahead of time. I boiled my chickpeas and I peeled them, which you 100% do not have to do. I just feel like if you do that, so I boiled them for 20 minutes and then they have these little holes on them and that just comes straight off. You can 100% just open a can of chickpeas, drain off the liquid, throw it in the food processor and use that for your hummus. But I feel like if you cook them first, it just makes it a little bit smoother. Hang on, I got brownies in the oven. Let me check on those. So anyway, I feel like if you cook your chickpeas and peel them, it just makes your hummus smoother. So let's switch over here. This is 2 cans of chickpeas because I eat a lot of hummus. Now, I was gonna try to do this all stealth and not tell y'all what I did, but y'all know I'm just honest. So the idea is you reserve the liquid from 1 can of the chickpeas before you cook them so that you can dump it in and get the consistency of your hummus the way you want it. I forgot to save my chickpea juice. So I'm gonna see, because I'm using these jarred sun-dried tomatoes, I'm gonna just dump these in without the oil. I'm gonna like pull them out to try to keep as much oil as possible out of my thing. But I'm gonna see what the consistency is with just these sun-dried tomatoes. And then if I need to, I'll just open a can of chickpeas and steal the juice because I need to make chocolate hummus anyway, and I don't use the juice in my chocolate hummus, so it's all good. But yeah, I was gonna try to be all stealth and just like act like I didn't do that, but whatever. So bear that in mind. I'm doing an awful job of keeping the oil out of this, but whatever. Even if the oil gets in there, it's so little oil for so much stuff that you're fixing to make that it's all good. A little bit of oil isn't gonna hurt anything. So I dump in just a bunch of the sun-dried tomatoes from the jar. What was I saying? I don't know what I was trying to say. So I'm gonna just throw all my stuff in and then mush it up and see what the consistency is like. And then if I need to, I'll add juice. So I put in a bunch of garlic. It's probably, good gracious, maybe 4 tablespoons of garlic. Zero points so far other than that little bit of olive oil. Now, tahini has points. I've calculated, and the amount of tahini that I put in, because of how big this batch is, doesn't add points, but you can make it 0 points. You don't have to add tahini. I'm a big tahini fan. So, and plus tahini is fun to say, and if I don't put it in, I don't get to say it as much. But you can 100% leave out the tahini, or maybe even if you really want to try to not have the points, make it without putting in the tahini and then taste it. And if you don't like it, just add it. So some tahini. So we got chickpeas, sun-dried tomatoes, tahini. I'm gonna put in some lemon juice. You really should use fresh lemon, but I'm not that. I even have lemon in the fridge, but y'all know if I do that, it's gonna be all lemon pits in there and just all a big old mess. So I just use squeezed lemon juice. Whole bunch of hot sauce. I just got new hot sauce, so it wants to give me fits about coming out. Oh, that smells so good. I used up my big old jar. Why is that not? It's acting all, y'all, I'm tempted to do this without the shaker top, which I know would be a tragic mistake. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I used up my big old jar of hot sauce. And so all they had were these like little jars. So I had to go with the little jar, and I don't know what's happening, but it doesn't want to pour. So there, I didn't just dump it straight in. I used a spoon. I measured it. I mean, I didn't really measure it, but I didn't like go commando and dump it straight in. All right, so chickpeas, sun-dried tomatoes, tahini, lemon juice, hot sauce. I never put in salt, and it always needs salt after, but why break the trend now? So now I'm just gonna whir it all together. So let's let that go. I can already tell by the color of this that I wanna put some more, well, maybe. I was gonna say that I wanna put some more sun-dried tomatoes in it, but let me give it a taster and see. It's gonna need salt. Holy man candy, is that good? I am gonna go steal some juice from another can of chickpeas. So I'm gonna let this go for a minute. I am gonna put in some more. No, you know what? I'm just gonna let it go for a minute. I'm gonna go grab another can of chickpeas and steal the juice, get the consistency where I want it, and then taste it and see what I think. So y'all hang on. All right, I dumped in a couple tablespoons of the juice that I took from the other can. And oh yeah, that's, oh, I don't want that in there. That's fluffing right up. Oh my goodness, that's so light. So if you do, so that was sun-dried tomatoes. We also do a roasted red bell pepper one. Now the roasted red bell peppers, when you use those, they like whir down to absolute liquid. So do not add reserve liquid to that one until you've like mashed it up good and see what the consistency is. Because I rarely add liquid to that one, but this one obviously needed it. So let's let her go. And I think that's gonna do it, y'all. I did not end up adding any more sun-dried tomatoes. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's like, I don't know, 2/3 of the jar I used. That's really good. It's gonna be better when it's cold, but this is good like this. The chocolate one is not good until it's cold. This one's good like this. So that's it. Let me finish, sorry. So that's it, y'all. We made brownies, we made sun-dried tomato hummus, and we talked about a pile of food that we need to keep around the house. So I think I asked before, but if I didn't, y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all saw my pile of food. What's missing from my pile of food that I keep around to help keep me on track? I know I'm missing some things that y'all keep around your house to help you stay on track, so let us know in the comments. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.